Solder wire sculptures. Contemporary sculptors and artists continue to be resourceful as they look for unconventional items that can be turned into art. Popular 3D art are usually made of wood, stone, or metal. And as materials for making art can be costly, artists are forced to look into more economical raw materials for their projects. One of materials that is beginning to take the spotlight is an ordinary wire. Wires are very flexible and easy to manipulate. No wonder it is becoming a popular choice for 3D art. If you would like to create a wire sculpture, you need to know how to secure the ends and connect several wires together aside from twisting them together. A common approach is through soldering. Read the tips below on how you can solder wire sculptures. Choose your materials. There are various kinds of wires for you to choose from for your project. Wires come in different insulator covers. So if you want to have a splash of color in your wire sculpture, this is a good choice. For a sturdier work of art, you may opt for a thicker wire. It can be harder to manipulate manually, but it will withstand harsher environment and handling. Use protective gears. Soldering can be very dangerous. Make sure you use protective gears like mask to protect you from inhaling the solder fumes. Also, molding wires can hurt your hand, so putting on a pair of gloves will be a big help. Do not forget to put on protective eye goggles as well. Design your sculpture. Create your sculpture starting from its foundation. If you are making a pure wire sculpture, use pliers to help you manipulate the shape. Prepare the wires for soldering. If you are using wires with insulators, you will need to do this step. Get your wire stripper and remove the insulator from the ends of the wires you want to connect. Strip about an inch off. Now, twist the exposed wires together. If you are using a bare wire, twist the ends together as well. Start soldering. Mount the area you need to solder on top of a wooden surface. Position it in a stable way so you can free both of your hands. Apply some flux on the area to be soldered. On one hand, hold the solder on top of the twisted wires. Put on your eye goggles before you turn on the torch. Turn on the switch and wait for a minute for the gas to flow. Feel free to adjust the flame that comes out from the torch before you direct it to the solder wire. Remove the torch once you see that the wires are properly soldered. Turn off the soldering torch after use. Dip the soldered area in water to cool it down and fasten the hardening process. Make sure your work area is not accessible to children or pets. The materials that you are using for the wire sculpture are toxic and dangerous. So keep them away after use and store them properly.